Schindler. 4 wins in the last 2 seasons for him. 3 on the Euro Tour, 1 on the Players' Championship, but never been past the last 32 here at the Alexandra Palace. Standing in his way, Stephen Burton, who's got to win to have any chance of keeping his tour card. Mark Wilson and Paul Nicholson with you for the final game of the night. Nico, what did you make of Wade and what are you expecting from Schindler?
That's a very standard performance from James, isn't it? Just had a little micro chat with Chris Mason post-match, and we said it's half a point away from his seasonal average. It feels like every season he plays, he's going to average between 94 and 95. His doubling was pretty effective at 38%. But I watched all of that match backstage, and it didn't look that good. But it was pretty good. Some people can go up there and average 94 and make it look really good. Like Stefan Belmont, who averaged 93 tonight and beat Raymond van Barneveld by 3-0. Then Wade goes up there, sticks another 1.5 points on his average, and it doesn't even look that good. So it just goes to show what's left in the tank. And he's just done a really interesting interview on the stage with Abigail Davis about where he's at in his life. I've never seen him this relaxed coming into a World Championship. He says he's been practicing, he's really happy, and maybe, just maybe, he can crack this hoodoo of not being able to get to the final. Because this year he's been to the final of the Match Play and the UK Open, 2 tournaments he's won, but there are things he hasn't won, and this is the golden goose, isn't it? We talk about Wade being one of the best 15 players, or possibly 10 players, ever. But if he were to win a world title, his entire legacy would completely transform.
Certainly would. Martin Schindler's legacy has been changing over the last 2 years. We've seen him win 3 times now on the European Tour. He's picked up a Players' Championship title as well, but his big, major TV form probably hasn't been where he would have wanted it to be. What do you make of him and his rise in the last 18 months?
Martin's a very inspirational guy. He used to be a steward on the European Tour, standing next to the exits and telling people where to go. And then he finds his way onto the stage via the home nation qualifier and starts playing in this and that. And he's someone who inspires because he looks at everything in his game and he tries to figure out how he can get better each and every day. Just doing little bits and bobs. And over the last couple of years, since he became a winner, he's found a new level of performance. And this all started, by the way, this new Martin Schindler in 2020, when he was at Q School with the likes of Raymond van Barneveld, and then he stuck in a 123 average in a game, and you thought, well, hang on, he's not supposed to be that good. And then he realized how good he could be, and then he created this relationship with a guy from Greece called Yannis Salashoglu, who is a decent player himself. But they've formed this partnership where they can look at the mental side of the game, the physicalities he needs to be the best player he can be all day long. And I love this about him and his team. They're just looking at small things to improve. But the big stage form, it is a bit of a worry. European Tour form is pretty promising. He's got 3 wins, like you mentioned, Mark, but this kind of thing, there are improvements to be found. I just wonder if he's a bit like Damon Heta, another hard worker, where he's not finding this ability to relax in a place like this. If he's a bit more Stefan Belmont tonight, he's going to win. If he's a bit more Damon Heta, he's going to find himself in a similar situation to Nico Springer from last night.
Yeah, quite possibly. Right, other side of the coin, where Schindler's looking how to get better and move up. Burton is looking to survive. He has to win tonight or he loses his tour card.
Stephen Burton is one of those survival type players. Too often he is around that number 64 in the world. Sometimes not even close to it, sometimes right on the bubble. This game tonight, effectively, is Burton, if he wins, he will go into the top 64 in the world. If he doesn't, Mario van der Bojada will probably survive and get another year on tour. Like Chris Mason mentioned earlier tonight, Stephen Burton is a very, very good dart player. He comes from an area of England around where Andrew Gilding is from and where Peter Wright has spent a lot of time. Suffolk is a hotbed of very good players. He is one of them. But on this stage, in a couple of tries before, he hasn't shown anywhere near his best. he's going to have to find something tonight, otherwise his card will be lost.
What do you make of this last game then, Schindler-Burton? What's the outcome going to be?
I think it's going to be 3-1 Schindler. I think Martin's got more experience, more quality, and if anything, even though we've talked about Martin being under pressure and to put stage performances in places like this, I don't think he's under as much pressure as Burton, because Burton doesn't want to go to Q School in about 3 weeks' time. He wants to have January off, and then he wants to go to the PDC World Masters at the end of January. That can still happen, but he wants to spend a bit of time with his family in Suffolk and maybe go and have a holiday before he goes back to the tour. Martin's got that luxury and Stephen doesn't.
Yeah, well, we will see. Still 1-1. I understand Newcastle-Fulham, they're into the closing stages. That's live over on talkSPORT right now. Waiting Martin Schindler against Stephen Burton to come. It's been, well, a pretty pivotal night already. We've seen Matt Campbell lose his tour card in the opening game, losing to Adam Savada, who won by 3-1. Really the pivotal moment in that game, Paul. 2 missed starts by Campbell at 1-1 to win the second set. He missed, and Savada stepped in with a 70 finish and then reeled off 3 on the spin to win the match. That's
set play for you, isn't it? You've got to play last leg deciders an awful lot in practice to get ready for this. Last leg deciders aren't as common when you're constantly playing match play, be it best of 11, even best of 15 when you get to finals. Last leg deciders are not particularly common, but in set play they are extremely common, which is why you've got to get used to it between October and December. If you're playing at the World Grand Prix, that will be double start. Here it is straight start, where you don't have to start on a double. But if you're not used to winning last leg deciders and being okay with pressure multiple times in a match, this format is not for you.
Well, we will see. We're about to find out between the two players. Stephen Burton has to win tonight or he will miss out on a place in the top 64 at the end of the year. That means no place on the Pro Tour for Burton. For Schindler, he's just looking to get to the latter stages of this event for the first time. And you have to say, King Barry or Tim Puzzi in round 2, there's a good opportunity for either of these two now.
100%. He's been to the last 32, Schindler twice, lost to Michael Smith in 2023. No shame in that. Michael went on to win the tournament, and he lost to Scott Williams the year after that, and then Scott went on to make the semi-finals. So beating Martin Schindler for 2 people, for example, is a pretty good thing.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome back to the action. This is the Paddy Power World Darts Championship, brought to you by the PDC, coming to you live on Sky Sports from the Alexandra Palace, London. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the players. Would you please all welcome, taking part in his 3rd World Championship from England, the winner of 3 challenge tours, it's Bertie Stephen Burton.
Star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car passing by like Lady Godiva. I'm gonna go, go, go. There's no stopping me. I'm burning through the sky, yeah. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I wanna make a supersonic man out of you.
Well, Martin Schindler might just stop Bertie now. A win for Schindler, and Burton's tour status is ended. He must have wanted to shake hands with each and every one of the crowd as he made his way onto the stage. A mixed night for him. It's going to be a big emotional night for Bertie. But coming up now, it's the German number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet Germany's number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a World Cup semi-finalist and the winner of 4 PDC titles. Time to meet the War Martin Schindler.
Change of walk-on song for Martin Schindler over the last few months. Little bit of Eminem. And we have heard that Queen walk-on before, not just for Bertie. That was the walk-on song for Ronnie Baxter for years, when he was in the Premier League. Well, Martin Schindler's had a few walk-on songs, including a bit of Rammstein. He's had Pink Floyd, and now he's having a little bit of rap. Let's see if it works. Schindler is one of the best players in the world when he gets going, but over the last few months, he hasn't been showing his full class. There's no time like the present to get it right.
Now, those watching along on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel might just have seen Paul Nicholson punching the air. Now, that is because Newcastle has scored in injury time. I'm not sure who scored, but it is Newcastle 2, Fulham 1. They're in the final few minutes. That's over on talkSPORT. If you've got the app, you can swipe across and listen to that game now and head straight back here. Schindler, 29 years of age. I was lucky enough to be there when he won his first ever European tour. He sank to his knees and exploded into floods and floods of tears. But he is leading what is becoming a bit of a German revolution at the moment, because the likes of Nico Springer, who we saw go out last night, we've got Max Hopp back, Ricardo Pietreczko is a winner as well. They are starting to come thick and fast.
There's plenty of them as well. They've got this wonderful thing called the PDC Europe Next Generation Tour, where people without a tour card can have their own German-speaking secondary bunch of events. And one of the best things about it is it's not just best of 11 straight start all the time. They have multiple formats, and they want these people to get better at different formats, to have a bit of game flexibility. Those guys, they really do look up to the likes of Schindler and Clemens and Max Hopp and Nico Springer. But now that Springer's out, German hopes lie with Clemens, who's through, with Hopp, who's through, and let's not forget the first person who got through, Arno Merck.
Yeah, he played very well on the opening night of the tournament, or opening day of the tournament. Right, Schindler race to 3 sets, the 13 seed. He's lost 4 times in his opening game in 6 efforts, so that will please Burton, and that will please Burton a little bit more, because he's just fired in the first maximum. Burton on throw, 3 legs to win a set, 3 sets to win the match.
Of the two, it was actually Bertie who looked the more relaxed on the walk-on. Schindler, he's either extremely focused or he's caught in the headlights right now. It's not a bad start for Martin. 6 darts thrown, 3-1-6, but Burton's off to a much better start. 1-7-8 after 9. This is a good, steady beginning from both players. The games have not been close tonight. We might be saving the best for last.
Yeah, we may well be. We might be getting an early finish for the first time, it seems, this week.
Well, now you've said that, we're not.
Well,
we're not bothered.
yeah, we enjoy the darts. I'll tell you what, right, we were all snookered this afternoon when we had no darts to talk about, weren't we?
That's why I was on with Max and Charlie talking about darts. I was getting withdrawals.
I think you go home and talk about darts, even if you're the only one there.
140.
How did you know?
Just an inkling that I had. Right, 78 for the opening leg. Burton on throw, 20 for tops. Nicely done, Bertie. A win a necessity. Schindler was waiting on 51.
I am not sure how that first leg could have gone any better. And Max in there, hits his first darter double, 15 darter. This game's got potential. Number 13 seed Schindler, he's never been seeded this high before. In fact, no German player has ever been seeded this high, because he's the person who was the highest ranked German ever. First person to break the 16 in German colours, and he's up to something. Oh, Martin the tease. 4 perfect darts, walks away with 229 after 6.
Yeah, he does. Looking for an instant response, looking to put the pressure back on Burton. Burton, I've said it a million times, he's got to win tonight. But if he does win, or Schindler wins, then Keenbarry Timpuzi wait in the next round, and that is a very, very nice-looking draw for all concerned.
Yeah, Keenbarry hasn't got a great record on this stage. He did very well to get in the tournament, and Timpuzi, one of the better players from the ANZ Premier League. You know what Joe Cometo did last night for Australia. He'll be inspired by that. Here comes Schindler, 104. small 18, went for a treble and hit his own dart.
96.
Works out pretty well. Treble 20 leaves double 8, but sorry, double 4. Burton on his 1-2-1. He's not going to take a treble 1 to start.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
43.
8 for a level game then. Start of the first set of the match. 3 sets to win it. Ooh, he's inside double 4. Now needs double 2. Just outside. Well, Schindler misses again, and Burton, who took out 78 to win the opening leg, needs 78 again.
It's a good 18. That's an even better tops. Double top, just missed. I don't know why he didn't try and slide it off that second dart. It would have been a beautiful marker for tops. However, double 1 is found by Schindler. And after a little bit of a scare, it is 1-1 in the first set on the talkSPORT app and the talkSPORT YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us here this evening.
You can punch the air again now. Newcastle have won. The holders of the Carabao Cup are in the semi-final. The draw's going to be on the sports bar in a bit. We'll find out who's got who and we'll let you know. 1-1 Schindler Burton. Live sport continues on the talkSPORT app and on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. Thanks to everyone that's liked and subscribed, left a comment. Get on your socials, hashtag darts on the radio. Slow start to the third leg of the match. 1-1 in the opening set. How pleased were you then for Joe Comito last night? You've represented Australia yourself. You know what a proud nation it is. But for someone like Joe to get his first win on that stage.
Well, Joe, back in 2005, won the Australian Masters in Geelong. And that's the biggest title he's won. Even 20 years later. Everybody was at that tournament in Geelong in 2005. It was one of the biggest tournaments Oz has to offer. 20 years later, that tournament win is dwarfed by what he did last night against Nico Springer. That is by far the biggest win of his life. And he now has the opportunity to go up on that stage again to show what he can do. Very inspirational from Joe. I'm really pleased for him.
Yeah, he was off out to party, he said last night, along with a gang that are still here, the likes of Johnny Tata, Hopai Puru were with him as well.
Oh, that'll get messy.
Yes, I can imagine. I can imagine. Schindler down to 76 here. And all of a sudden he's a big favourite to win this match.
Yeah, 76 with Bertie back on 155. Just keep things simple, Mr. Schindler. Single 20, single 16.
56.
Really good line on that top shot. It was just a bit low. We did see a 155 from Cometo last night. How about Bertie? He's missed the treble 19 though. Leaves himself pitched on double 8 just in case Schindler has trouble on double 10 though.
Yeah, that was a good layup. Double 10 for Schindler. Right on the wire. Just eyes it up. Recalibrates and hits off the barrel. And that was a nice dart. And it is the first breaker throw in the match.
I don't know what Schindler's been up to over the last few months, but he's been changing his points a lot. Not necessarily the length, but it's the different types he's been using. It's like he's trying to find the exact kind of point that he wants. These are particularly intricate, with a lot of grooves in them. They're working pretty well. He's 2-1 up in the first set. He's averaging 99.5.
Yeah.
45.
Solid game of darts.
And that is with 2 out of 7 on the doubles, which is less than ideal.
It is. Producer Matt's come back. That means James Wade's interview is about to go on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. Schindler on throw down to 2-2-7. Burton on 4-5-6. Schindler is in pole position for a break in the first set, if you like. It did start on the Burton throw. He's got the break, but now can he wrap it up and take the set out? It would mean he'd be throwing for the second set as well.
Oh, that's a good third dart from Schindler. After a single 20, which was a bad dart, by the way too low. Single 19, then a treble 18 to leave 1-3-4, and he's got a massive cushion.
He has. Good job, because he just hit single 1. Then single 19, neither particularly good darts, only 40. So Burton, if he can rustle up 2 trebles, he's not done yet in set 1.
I don't know what the vernacular is for bag of nails in German, but that's exactly what Schindler's just thrown. Burton gets to a finish at 156. But Schindler's on 94 to take this set. He's going to go for the 54. He's got a small 18, 76 left. gets the top left corner of the 60. And he does find the double eight.
It's league night, the local, or dreaming of a walk-on anthem, you'll know the right gear makes all the difference. Target Darts are the brand behind Luke Littler's rise. They've been with him from the start, crafting the innovative, high-quality darts that he now uses on the sport's biggest stages. And now Target have taken up the home setup to another level with the Omni auto scoring system. Instant accurate scoring and a slick modern way to sharpen your game. So if you want the same equipment trusted by the most electrifying young talent in world darts, visit targetdarts.com and get on target.
Magic. It needs to be magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Littler, get on target.
No, I'm not saying that the Ali Pali Wasp has become a bit of a thing over the World Darts Championship, but the Ali Pali Wasp has now got his own montage on the TV, Paul Nicholson.
Yeah, but has he got his own social media? Has anybody seen the Wasp tonight, by the way? Because I haven't. Maybe they're having a day off. I'm actually quite enjoying the darts without the Wasp, but I'm sure over the course of the next few days, said insect or flying beast will make another appearance.
Yeah, sure it will.
Do you know the story of Nigel Hayden and Adrian Lewis? So Nigel Hayden, nicknamed the Undertaker, I'm sure he would have liked playing Adam Savada because he's in the same sort of trade. Nigel Hayden was 2-0 up on Adrian Lewis in the first round, just over 10 years ago. In the break, apparently, Adrian Lewis was stung by a wasp on his hand, and he won the next 3 sets.
It's a bit like Spider-Man.
Pretty much.
Wasp-Man.
Yeah, Adrian Wasp-Man Lewis.
It is ridiculous how it happens every year. Yeah, I've had regular sightings, regular updates on talkSPORT and talkSPORT 2. Every dart and every wasp sighting of the PDC World Championship, we're live on the talkSPORT app and the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel, which is good. 1-0, Martin Schindler leads with a breaker throw. Stephen Burton all of a sudden might be a matter of minutes away from losing his talker. Look at Martin Schindler. He's there, he's giving it the Brendan Dolan helicopter finger as he orchestrates the crowd. He's loving it up there.
See, I don't mind a bit of that. Martin can switch on and off at will, but sometimes having a little bit of levity on the stage can do you the world of good. It can take away some of the pressure just for a few seconds. Because if you live in that pressure pool for 3 to 4 hours pre-match, then you've got the in-game pressure and then the result stuff afterwards, whether you win or lose. Every now and again, you just got to interact with the crowd, have a bit of a sing-along, and just take the pressure away, just for a few seconds.
I think we mentioned this the other night. I think there's been more attempted interactions from the players. I think they're seeing the benefits of actually taking a few seconds, just waving whatever or giving it the big one. You know, you've seen Gerwyn Price now, who's gone from being the pantomime villain to 3,500 people are waiting when he gets on that stage for him to give that big roar at the start. It's almost like the start of play when he does that roar.
Yeah, why do people like watching Scott Williams? Because he interacts with them pretty much every other throw. He's entertainment, and Schindler is no different. You should hear what they're like with him in Germany. My word, they'll sing his name for about 20 minutes straight.
Yeah, it's different gravy, isn't it? They are. The crowds in Germany are out of this world. I mean, the Ali Pali one is good, Blackpool's great, but you go to Germany, they're at it all afternoon, all evening long.
95.
You got a favourite German venue on the European tour at the minute?
I like going to Munich. I think Munich's fantastic, but look, I haven't been to a bad one, so that would be wrong of me to say that. You know, they're all fantastic. Whatever part of the Europe you go in, and there's some people going to be lucky enough to go to Krakow this year. Bratislava's now on the tour. It's just ever expanding. I foresee the day, seriously, when there are 30 European tour events just every week.
Yeah.
And people have to pick and choose when they play.
I absolutely agree. It's getting more like the DP World Tour or the PGA Tour, where you don't have to play everything. You can actually manage your calendar And I'm sure the Germans, the
54.
Belgians, the Dutch, and people from further afield, that would benefit everyone.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I said that to Danny Murphy on talkSPORT. It's 1-0, Schindler leading in sets, opening leg of the set. 2, Schindler's got the throw, but he's well behind here. Burton on 167, Schindler on 292. So the German might have been orchestrating the crowd, needs to orchestrate some good darts here. We're having that chat with Danny Murphy, saying it will end up like the golf. The players will pick and choose very much what tournaments they play in and around, and that will happen in this game for sure.
Absolutely. Burton's doing a really good job here,
97.
like he did in the first leg of the first set. He's on 70 points after 12, and he could start this set with another 15-darter, maybe even one better. He's going to have to get a move on, though, because Schindler with that 135 leaves 57. Treble 10, found by Bertie, needs tops with his last dart, and can find it as well. A wonderful third dart. Last time he missed tops, it cost him a leg. This time he doesn't miss it. He's 1-0 up in the second.
Yeah, very much on top at the start of set 2. Now, can he build on that? Because he won the opening leg, as Paul said, of the opening set. Didn't manage to win it.
Yeah, Burton's using a dart that is very much akin to a very old Mervyn King dart. Has a little bit of
93.
swale and scallop action in it. It's not the longest of darts, but Bertie's had these created for himself, which have a bit of black coating and a bit of a yellow trim. And it's a pretty brave thing to do when you're from Ipswich.
Yeah. I thought one of the people in the crowd there looked very much like Adam Lipscomb, who was beaten by Johnny Clayton the other day. Thought he'd come for a night out of the darts. These guys are in the part of the draw. Stephen Bunting, Nitin Kumar, Dirk van Duijvenbode, James Hurrell. Winner of this will take on King Barry or Tim Pusey, and Ryan Searle will take on Brendan Dolan. So that quarter, any one of the players that I've mentioned there will all think they've got a chance of winning it.
Yeah, this is the quarter of opportunity. So much money to be had for the person who wins this quarter. £200,000 if you make the semi-finals. That's double last year and the previous year and the year before that. Incredible money now. Such a big opportunity to jump up the rankings. If you can get to the semis, you're in the Premier League window. Someone like Schindler, not even being talked about at the minute. Well, let's talk about that, shall we? That's a 180 to leave 76, and Bertie's on 135 to take the leg. And he's not going to do it because he didn't get the 25er ball to start.
No.
95.
I think the field,
as
Burton leaves tops. 76 for Schindler to break back. He's only just hit the single 20. His single 16, so it's tops for a break back 1-1, and he's missed it. I think the Premier League field's going to be tighter than ever this year.
Agreed. We'll get to that post-Christmas or post-New Year. Double 10 for Bertie. This time, he's 2-0 up in the set. This is going very, very well. 32 darts for the first 2 legs. Steady stuff. Schindler hasn't really come to play
39.
just yet in set 2. It's been all right, but not as much bounce back ability like set 1.
Yeah, he's under the pump here. Oh, Burton almost
29.
3 big trebles. Punishes, though, an opening 39 from Schindler. Now he's in the red bit. Very small in stature, but the fight of a lion, Martin Schindler.
Yeah, he's got the same sort of stature as Philip Douglas Taylor, John Thomas Wilson, and Roberto Thornton. All small in stature, all legendary.
You missed Joe Comito off that list.
He'll get to that.
Oh, look at this. Back-to-back maxes.
Somebody's walking him up. Maybe it's 3,500 crazy darts fans who love a 180. In fact, everybody loves 180s in this tournament. £1,000 to charity for everyone hit.
Yeah. Oh, again, it was into the single 5 from 102. Can't rectify it. Now, Burton's not on a finish, and it's a good job. 60 left for Schindler, who's just making this a little bit harder than it should have been, and Burton's right on his tail again.
129.
Well, that was a loose last start. Leaves him on a 2-dart outshot. Oh, again, Schindler's missed the big 20, and he's only just hit 15 tops. Well, he deserves to lose this set on that leg alone. That was shambolic finishing.
Couldn't agree more. Single 3's only just found by Bertie. Now his second dart at tops again is good. Stephen Burton is fighting.
Magic. It needs to be magic. It is magic. 180. Luke Linkler, get on target.
Beating Ryusei Asamoto, the Japanese qualifier. Raymond van Barneveld didn't do much better. He only won 2 legs as he was beat by 3-0 by Stefan Belmont, who won his first ever game on the big stage, as did the American Adam Savada. He knocked out Matt Campbell, and in doing so means that Campbell no longer has a tour card. 3-1, the American wins in the opener. He'll take on the bright talent Charlie Manby. Stefan Belmont will take on Damon Heta, and James Wade will take Ricky Evans. That could be a really good game. That winner of our final game, Martin Schindler or Stephen Burton, will take on Keen Barry or Tim Puzzi. Well, one set apiece here. Schindler winning the opening set against the darts, but then lost the second set on his own darts.
Yeah, that was not a great set timing-wise for Schindler. There were some good things in there, like a back-to-back maximums, but he just didn't knit anything together. That is the best set that Stephen Burton's had on this stage by a country mile. Not just because he won it, but because he averaged really well. Nearly 96, excellent doubling, and now that he knows he can do it, he'll probably think, there's no reason why I can't win this game, and jump back into the top 64 in the world. Now, he just mentioned that James Wade is playing Ricky Evans. James is playing him just before Christmas. Worst time to play Ricky Evans, period. Any time of the year, you think, okay, I'll take him on. Game before Christmas. That's like taking on The Undertaker at WrestleMania. It'll be really interesting, that game. Just like the end of this one.
Yeah, it will. Wouldn't like to call this one. Burton, if he can win, will jump into the world's top 64. And it'll be up to others to knock him out of that position. It'll be Mario van den Behade who will lose his tour card if Burton wins here tonight. That will be confirmed. But if Schindler is to win, then van den Behade faces another couple of days on the hot seat.
Just looking at Bertie there, he seems to be chewing on something now. I think that's a good thing, you know. We saw that from Savada earlier. If you've got a little bit of nervous energy, take something up there that you can chew on. It's just a way of channeling some of that nervous energy. But he was looking towards his area of the VIP room, and thumbs up, big smile. Looks in pretty good shape. This could turn into a really good game.
Responded really well, and he's finishing on point. He's 4 from 8 overall, 50% for him, 30% for Schindler, who's missed 7 of his 10 darts at double. 95.4 the average for Schindler, Burton 92.94. It's actually been a really, again, we use the word a lot, solid. It's been a really good game, you know, a good night of darts. I mean, we were watching Wade, thought he's not played very well here. 94.5 he averaged again. Well, 94.75 to be exact.
We're seeing a bit of this tonight, aren't we? Some people are going to go under the radar with how they play, because everybody in the darts universe wants to talk about the looks and who could potentially beat those people. But we can't forget about the people in this second quarter of the draw. People like Stephen Bunting, people like Martin Schindler, who could have a career-affecting run. But you can't have a run if you can't start. So for someone like Schindler, he just needs to get rid of Stephen over the next 2 or 3 sets, and then that run can begin. Last year, when he lost to Callan Rids in the last 64 by 3-0, that was a big, big shock. I mean, Rids played wonderfully in the tournament, but that was one of Rids' bad games, and Schindler still couldn't beat him, couldn't take a set off him. So I just hope for Martin's sake that he's able to draw a line under previous disappointments here and try and find the positives from the first 2 sets.
Yeah, that'll be the plan. mentioned 4 of his 6 opening games he's been dumped out, the diminutive German. He'll be hoping that's not the case tonight. 2 more sets needed by both players, possible 3 to play. Schindler 1, Burton 1. And after I called for the early finish, I got the feeling this one could go to a deciding set.
Got you there. I don't mind. Like a bit of late night darts here at Alexandra Palace, seeing everybody disperse post 11 o'clock and telling dart stories all the way to the tube or to the taxis. Well, Bertie's off to a flyer in set 3.
140.
Very good 140. Last dart was drastically lower than the other 2. But he is getting out of the traps quite well in these sets. He won the first leg of the first and second set.
Yeah.
108.
But he's not leading into the first bend, is he? Because Schindler gets a maximum, his 4th of the match.
He's catching though.
140.
This game's about to get really twisty. This is going to be like a bag of those very famous crisps. Boos for Schindler because he couldn't find another treble 20.
140.
Well, until his 5th dart and 6th one, and he's on 181 after 6.
Yeah, strong start to the leg. Bertie looking for trebles, doesn't
57.
find one. He's down to a finish, but it's a big one. 164. Schindler on 181. He's in again. That red bit all of a sudden, he can't miss it, and he's looking for another one. He haven't hit the outer bull, and we might have a 10-dart leg.
164.
Oh, the 164 is not going to go. That would have been shades of Andy Barton's against Dirk van Dijvenbode.
36.
Dirk was on 36 and didn't get a shot after 9. Martin does. Martin is slightly high on double 18 twice. And the 3rd one is a little low.
He's missed his last 5 pull.
Well, there you go. This is not a good trend. 119. 19 hit. But no 60 for Bertie. That's a bad low dart.
I just wonder there, visit before, Bertie at 20 to leave 119. He should have gone 19 to leave 120. A much easier finish.
Well, that's a good one. Schindler hits double 9 with his first shot. He's 1-0 up in the 3rd. One thing Martin does know very well, more than Burton, is how to come out of a break and respond. He's played more long format games at Minehead,
99.
in the Players' Championship finals, the UK Open, and things like the Grand Prix and the match play. So he can come out of a break and respond and have that know-how more than Burton, because he hasn't played the match play. He hasn't played the Grand Prix. He's been at Minehead, but not as deep as Martin.
It's a great point.
440.
There's a reason why players perform well in certain environments. As Schindler is way in advance here at the start of the second set, 1-1. A set that started with the Burton throw. He's been broken early and he's not giving any response just yet. Schindler from 2-6-2 drags his first start low. The switch to 18s is magnificent. 2 treble 18s get him down to a finish.
You know what, Mark? A lot of debutants come to something like this. It's the biggest tournament they've ever played. You wouldn't believe how many times they say post-game, I didn't know what to do at the break. Well, these guys should know with their experience. 1-3-4. It's another treble 18 for Schindler. And why are you going tops, Martin, when Burton's all the way back on 302? Well, he's got 2 20s, but what if he'd missed the board?
Well, they were very high. They were actually just underneath the top wire. He's still got 2 visits for tops. You want to get this done first start. He's been messing about a little bit on his doubling. Oh, he's messing about. Now, what he's going to bust this, I think. He hit single 20, he hit single 10, and then he busts because he knows Burton on 302. He might even get 2 more goes at it.
58.
He can do what he wants.
40.
He's got 40 and a 1-0 lead in the 3rd. It's 1 set all. This time again, he's low on tops. This time on 10s, he's bang on the money. 2-0 lead, and since the break, it's all going well for the German. Interesting crowd tonight. I don't know what the specific percentages are of ticket sales in this event, because there have been years where 1/3 of the tickets have gone to Germans. We are seeing an eclectic mix over the last couple of years. More people from North America,
55.
people travelling from all over the world to come to this.
The hottest ticket in town, mate. Make no bones about that. And even though they've put the capacity up, it will sell out within hours, minutes even, of those tickets going on sale. And fair play as well. I mean, you know, the PDC, they sell their tickets out, and they have been going after those sites that do allow people to trade their ticket at a profit. They're cancelling the tickets, so hopefully more true darts fans will get to come at the right price.
Absolutely right. And we have seen, and you've mentioned it, haven't you, Mark, about the dynamic of the crowds. I think, hand on heart, this is probably the best bunch we've ever had for a case of vibrancy and knowledge.
Yeah, the atmosphere has just been at a level, and we always say it gets better through the tournament. It will do as the games get more important, but it does get better. Right, Burton, he needs to get better here quickly. 2:30, he's hit 95 to leave 135. Schindler on 2-1-6. Schindler leads 2-0 in the third set, one set each on the talkSPORT app.
I really thought he was going to max that out there to leave 36. He only walks away with a ton after a first start treble 20. 30 on 135. He gets the exterior ball, but doesn't get a 60.
His miss has been just on the 5-wire, hasn't it? That's been his tell tonight. This would hurt. 1-1-6 for the set and a 2-1 lead for Schindler. Treble 19. The single would have still left the shot on. He gets it with his second dart, but he can't go out here. Burton's got a lifeline. 70, which he hit at the start of the second set to get a leg back.
On that occasion, he did get treble 10. He doesn't this time. He's got one dart at tops, though, to stay in the set. And it's just over the top, my word. That was close, and Schindler has got darts in hand to win set 3-0. Just a little high. Dart 2. Bang on the money. Cash that one in. It's 2-1. And all of a sudden, two people in world darts are breathing a sigh of relief right now. One is Schindler. The other one is Mario van der Bojada. Bertie needs to win 2 straight sets on the stage against the number 13 seed, or his tour privileges will be gone for now.
Yeah, he would have to go down the old Q school route. Long way to go yet. Oh, this is not a good start to the leg.
42.
A ton for Shindy, 42 for Burton. The German fans are making themselves heard. Why wouldn't they? They're number ones on the stage, and he's playing pretty well.
Matt Campbell was very, very displeased with losing that match earlier. So much he slammed his darts on the stage. And I think he realised, oh, if I got to go to Kalka in Germany in January, it's cold. There's not much around it. It's just Q school. You want to go there, blitz it, and go back to Canada. Oh, this is blitzing at the best order. A 5th maximum from Schindler, and he really is churning in the best possible way right now.
He is. This is excellent
57.
from the German. 81 for a possible 11 dart leg. Oh, he's hit that big 7 again. That's become a problem for him. Single 14, so 20 will lead tops.
41.
Nearly hit tops again. But Burton's on 3-4-2.
He likes those single 20s right at the top. And I mean, hitting the bottom wire.
You would argue when he's going for single 20, he's nearer the double when he's going for the double. Now he needs the double. And he's right in it. That's beautiful. 13 darter. Stephen Burton might have 2 legs left as a tour card holder in 2025. He needs to turn up the heat himself.
Schindler is running the gauntlet right now, and he's running it like a ghost. He is going through Bertie easily. This is a tremendous performance all of a sudden. He's finding another level. Whatever he did at that second break, it's worked. His scoring is irresistible. His average is climbing and is starting to look like an IP address. He's got everything in the locker right now. Cool, calm, accurate, ready, focused and energetic.
Well, we saw Matt Campbell on that stage. He couldn't turn the game around when his tour card was slipping through his fingers, and Burton looks to be going the same way at the moment. 196 Schindler on the Burton throw. Burton 3-4-1, less these, but it's only 57. And Shindy, who won the opening set, had a bit of an offset in set 2 as Burton hit him back 3-0, but since then, this is only going one way.
His first start, Schindler, is off the charts good. He's on 59 after 9 here, and he's mincing Burton into a patty. Burton just can't get anywhere close to him. Single 19 for Shindy. That is safe. Tops once again. Look at this. What a set of darts this is from Schindler. 24 darts for 2 legs. If Burton had a towel, he'd probably chuck it in.
Either that or he'd throw it at Schindler, I'm not sure which. Got to try and put him off somehow.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't work. The last 2 sets from Shindy have been off the scale.
This is what, when we talk about players, Schindler, Heta, the likes, maybe even a bit of Ross Smith in there, that we know can play to this level regular. But yet in the big stuff, they haven't quite managed it as often as we would want them to.
Some of these players just need a little bit of evidence. Ross Smith has had plenty of evidence, ironically, by losing 3 European Tour finals in the last 2 seasons. And he lost one of them to Schindler this year when Shindy got his first green jacket in Graz. He had a bit of an incident after he got the jacket because he felt a bit hot and bothered. But
58.
look at this, just really, really good. He can't slow down though. In set play, if you're getting this kind of form, keep it moving, get the job done.
Yeah, Birdie's keeping pace in the 3rd leg of the 4th set. 2-1, Schindler leads, but Schindler 1 leg away. He's got the throw and he's in the red bit again. That looks very inviting. Oh, it is. It is inevitable. This man's a 180 machine.
He is a big scorer when he gets going. He looks so energized. He looks like he could go all night. He doesn't want to play all night. He just wants 2 more dots to win it.
97 needed. Can't find treble 19. He went for treble 18.
57.
Well, he's left tops. Burton to stay alive on the tour. He's 116.
Got the 60. Can't make any mistakes. Bertie tops.
76.
That might be that. Are you listening, Mario van der Behade? How good are you, Martin Schindler? Tops for the match. Bingo! Just like that.
Look at it. We say 7 180s. Well, those 7 180s came in the last 8 legs of the match, and that, when you've got a player hitting numbers like that and crucially not missing doubles, he had a bit of a wobble start of set 3, but after that he didn't miss tops.
Yeah, absolutely right. I think when set 2 was done, whatever Martin was able to do backstage and when he returned to the stage thereafter, I think what we're going to talk about when he plays in his next match is the ability to bounce back quickly. He was in trouble. He was not playing very well in set 2, and he was put on the back foot by a really good set from Stephen Burton, who was trying to fight for his tour privileges. But the way that Martin played in those last 2 sets, we have to remember that, because now he's done it on this stage. He's now got the ability to go out there and say, I've done it. Now it's about replication.
It is indeed. We'll hear from Schindler. You'll see that on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. Right, 2 more days of first round action, and the best news of all, tomorrow's a double header. That means we're back at 12:30 talkSPORT turn on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. Callan Ridge takes on Patrick Kovac. Thibaut Tricol, the Frenchman, takes on Motomu Sakai. Ryan Joyce takes on Owen Bates, and Mike De Decker takes on the African qualifier, David Munua, who he's made it gladly because he was struggling, I think, to get here with the finances, but he is here tomorrow. Jermaine Watamena has been a winner on tour, a multiple winner, takes on the German Dominic Grulich. Dave Chisnell, Fallon Sherrock, Michael Van Gerwen against Mitsuhiko Tatsunami, and Christoph Ratajski against Alexis Toilo. Just 4 sessions of darts left now in the opening round, and some crackers, some big names. I've got to ask you about tomorrow night, Nico. Chizzy against Fallon. Who are you going for?
Oh my, I really don't know. I think Chisnell might just win that game, but I don't think anything would shock me. Dave's had a nightmare recently. He's not been in good form, but I think Fallon has had a lot on her plate. We'll get onto that tomorrow, but I think if Fallon's had enough good reps this week, she could cause Chisnell problems. I just wonder what kind of mindset they're both going to have coming into this. And I think if one person's going to be inspired in that game, it's going to be Fallon, because she loves this place.
Yeah, well, it's not been a happy place for Matt Campbell and Stephen Burton. Their tour card privilege has gone now. They both fall off the tour, having been beaten by Adam Savada and Martin Schindler, respectively. Stefan Belmont, 3-0 winner over Barney, only dropped 2 legs, the first Swiss player ever to win on the Ali Palace stage. And the machine James Wade was machine-like, averaging just under 95. Beats Ryusi Azamoto to go through. We're live tomorrow at 12:30 on the talkSPORT 2 channel and on the talkSPORT Darts channel. The YouTube channel there. Please like and subscribe. We're on the app as well. Nico, final words. Schindler, how far can he go?
Oh, that's a great question. I do believe he wins his next match because I believe he's in better nick than Keane Barry and Tim Pusey. Thereafter, things start to get a bit sticky, don't they? Because in that quarter two, there's so much opportunity. I went for Ryan Searle in that section. We've seen people tested. Ryan wasn't tested. Martin came through with flying colours. Stephen Bunting tested, came through. I think Section 2 is a tournament in itself. I think Schindler has got the capabilities now of going deep because he's proven to the world that he can average nearly 100 on this stage over a very decent distance.
He has indeed. Nico, thanks as ever. Producer Matt Dance and Mays, thanks as ever. We'll be back tomorrow, 12:30 on talkSPORT 2 and on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. Double session of darts tomorrow. What a way to start your Thursday. We'll see you here at 12:30.